Do Harvard students have sex in money?
Well, no, we're all Mormons, so like, you probably ask like the worst group of people.
Hey, it's Connor Malbeuf, and I'm at Harvard University today to try to find out how much tuition is and how much sex they have. Take a look. Do people have sex in a pile of money? I would do it. Do you ask their net worth before you invite them over?
Yes. Yeah. We Google it.
Before Netflix and chill, do you ask their net worth?
Of course.
Yeah.
Is it in your Tinder bio?
I don't have a Tinder.
Bumble?
No.
eHarmony?
No.
Christian Mingle?
No.
No one at Harvard has Tinder.
Okay, no,
Maybe they're all on Grindr. I don't really know. Do you have Tinder?
No.
And are you on Tinder?
No.
Bumble?
I'm not on any of them.
Why not?
I'm really traditionalist.
Okay, that's fair. So you want to meet them at a park, reading the Bible, with a smoothie in your hand.
Yeah, something like that.
Are you on Tinder?
No.
Why is no one on Tinder? No one.
On Tinder?
Our roommate is on Tinder.
very much on Tinder.
Okay, and do you think she puts Harvard University in her bio?
Yes.
She like also will match with people based on like where they go to school.
If you're from Harvard Law School, I'm usually going to swipe right on you. Is it true that Burberry sheets are a thing here?
I have no clue.
Where did you get your sheets?
Bed Bath & Beyond.
Oh, girl. Are Burberry bed sheets a thing?
I think so. I wouldn't know.
Where are your bed sheets from?
Target.
Oh, shit. Which faculty has the most sex? I mean, we can count out engineering. Let's just put that on the side, okay?
It's not the math department.
Probably finance.
Yeah, because they got to get their connection somehow.
I can tell you who probably doesn't have a ton. The math department mostly.
I feel like you might be right there. Do you know how much tuition is to go here?
I say 50,000 a year.
I think it's 50,000 a semester.
A semester? Oh,
Yeah.
no kidding.
So tuition's expensive.
Oh, really? I don't know the price to start it here.
It's like $500,000.
Okay, I was staying in Taiwan. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll stay in Canada. Bye-bye. So $70,000, so let's say, per year for 4 years. I'm not good at math, but that's like $500,000. Am I right?
About.
I won't even make $500,000 till I'm 30.
I know.
So how the hell am I going to pay it off?
Scholarship grants?
Yeah, I guess so. Or we can rob a bank.
With room and board and food, something over $60,000 per year. Yeah.
Are you on a scholarship?
No.
Do we have a snack we can give her or something? Or like a gift card? This poor girl. And dating scene's good here, yes or no?
I've also been just doing homework.
Uh,
If you're dating, you're probably married.
girls don't really look at me, so you just gotta kind of leave that one up.
Do they look at you?
Not as much as they look at Truman.
Maybe it's the sideburns.
Yeah, no, it's time for a haircut, that's for sure.
No.
Well, I'm glad I didn't go to Harvard.
For Mormons, it's like pretty crazy.
But you don't only have to date Mormons, correct?
No, you don't. But like Mormons tend to date Mormons.
Now, what's the dating scene at Harvard like?
I wouldn't know, I can't tell you.
A little snip at the front, shave the sideburns, a nice polo. I like your glasses. They kind of look like Tom Ford. And I guarantee you, sir, you'll be dating by next week.
If you're looking, I'm a freshman.
This was your face.
Here's the real truth about boys at Harvard. Before Harvard, they just like had their life like was like like they got what they wanted. So then they get here and the girls were also like that. So girls also like to just like have fun, you know what I'm saying? So then guys are like, oh my god, like I'm hot shit, like let's get it.
Would you try to find a Harvard boy?
No, I think maybe they are boring. If we go out a day, they'll say, oh, let's go to library.
Yeah, they'd probably want to you'd be having sex and there would be like a dictionary there.
Yes, if I want to go shopping, no, stay in the library.
I hate the library. The library are for two people, boring people and ugly people.
Ugly people. I don't have to say that.
Is the hookup scene good at least? Because if you can get in the bedroom, you can at least start something, right? Maybe if they have money around, you can just grab a couple things.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a college hookup scene, so
So it's kind of messy.
it's messy. It's not
What do you look for in a spouse?
Kindness.
And
Money.
Do Harvard rowers have big penises?
Yeah.
Is this fact or fiction?
Fact.
I don't know how he knew, but I'm okay that he did. So I found a coveted Harvard rower. Is it true all the stuff in the movie about Harvard rowers?
Oh, definitely not. Those are the combination of heavyweight rowers and guys in the Purcellian.
Yep. Harvard University, where's the name come from?
John Harvard,
And who's John Harvard?
a dude. It's a guy. I think John is his first name.
He was just a rich man that donated.
You think he was a nice guy?
I would hope so. He has a university named after him.
Yeah, but there's a lot of statues of old white men, and they're not the greatest people. I feel like the residences here are nice.
There's like rats and mice and cockroaches. We live in the same building that John F. Kennedy lived in when he went here, and it's like, this is...
Wow. You could potentially have sex where JFK had sex.
His room is now the elevator, so technically, yes.
What's the biggest stereotype that should never exist?
I'd say that like you have to be some sort of like genius.
Okay.
And I'm like,
Everyone should,
I'm
like,
from
accept
Durant,
that.
Oklahoma. I'm like the most average person on the planet.
You're from where?
Durant, Oklahoma.
Where's that? It sounds like a snack. Do you think it's embarrassing that Lindsay Lohan went here?
No.
No. Lindsay Lohan was here in first year and never made it to second.
Are you serious?
No.
She did?
Sadly.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. Come on, you go to
Oh, I said
Harvard.
no.
What about Lindsay Lohan?
Lindsay Lohan. Remind me, who is Lindsay?
She went to rehab a long time ago. She was in a movie called Mean Girls. Lindsay Lohan went here, which is kind of sad. Do you think Harvard regrets that she went here?
No, we love Lindsay. She's one of our favorite alumni.
Have you run into Obama's daughter here?
Yeah, I only saw her one time at CVS. She was in actually one of the fridges. She was actually like entire body was in a fridge.
Have you seen her around yet?
No, but I know she lives like 2 blocks away from me.
Well, if you ever see her, say Connor's looking for her and we want to ask her about her new boyfriend because apparently he's a rich billionaire.
Yeah, his name's Rory Forquadson or something.
Pourquoi?
Yeah.
Pourquoi? When you first got into Harvard, what was that moment like?
I opened it first out of like all my IVs because I thought it was the one that I was going to get rejected from. So I like...
I love how you say all of my IVs. Do they email you or do they like send a pigeon delivered to you on your like doorsteps? How does that work?
So they send you both the pigeon and the email, but the pigeon like it comes a little late. That's why I was expecting it on Monday.
Why Harvard out of any other university in the entire world? You could have gone to Buffalo University, but you chose Harvard.
I could have gone to Buffalo University, to be honest. I'm kind of regretting not going there. No.
You don't think you're smart?
No.
Well, that's maybe why you're not going to Harvard.
Yeah, this is my dream, but maybe for my children.
For those who are thinking about Harvard but want to go to Stanford because it's a little warmer, what would you tell them?
You're right near Boston. You can do anything in
Boston.
Boston.
Are you getting the accent down well?
I can't get it.
I don't want to get it down well. Honestly, it is the most unattractive accent you could ever want in any human being ever. Are there gay people at Harvard?
Partied with a lot of them. They're very fun.
There's also a group
Have people tried to experiment with you?
Not yet.
It'll come. October, I'm thinking, is the peak time for that. Harvard is so fancy that they have Patagonia attire. Are you a part of a tennis club?
Yes.
Ah, shit. Rich people everywhere. Do you have a summer home in Nantucket?
No.
Do you use golden condoms?
I use rainbow condoms.
Do people only party with Ciroc and Veuve Clicquot?
No, I don't think so. I don't, so.
You're going more Smirnoff, Bud Light.
You know, juice.
And do you have sex in a pile of money?
Not yet.
What's the difference between Boston and Cambridge people?
Oh, Boston people are cooler.
Who's Canada's prime minister?
Trudeau.
True daddy.
True daddy, definitely.
Would you pick Justin Trudeau over Trump?
Absolutely.
I would too. Why didn't Hillary win? Tell me in 2 words.
Divisive politics and
Idiots. Idiots in Missouri. Who is Canada's prime minister?
I have no idea. I'm not a gov major.
You don't need to be. You just have to read the news. Is there anything you want to look into the camera and say to your mom and to your dad?
I love you.
Thank you very much. And if this comes out before this weekend, I hope you have fun in New York.
Oh, cool. And Uncle, send him $18 so he can get a haircut. And you paid all this goddamn money. What do you want to tell your parents? You want to thank them? Sorry they couldn't invest in that cottage they always wanted.
Thanks for being great parents and making sure I was on my shit.
We've got a Harvard rower here. Soon his net worth will be $3 billion. We're going to start a GoFundMe page for Sophia in the comment section below. You can pitch $20, $30, or $100. So how old are you?
22.
22. I'm 22.
So I graduate.
So we're the same age.
Yes, we are the Same age?
If you were American, I'd probably ask to marry you so I don't get deported. But I won't. That's creepy. Also, I'm gay, so there's that. Thanks for watching. As we've learned, Harvard students are still very, very rich, and I'm still very, very poor. But I bought a hat, so we're halfway there. Make sure to subscribe below, and I will catch you later. Bye, guys.